What's going on, YouTube? Just want to bring you guys kind of a unique scheme. I know I've put out a lot of Oregon State content before, and that's still going to be my offense. I'm not going to just tell you guys I switched offense just for fun. I stuck with, with Oregon State. I still think it's a really good offense. Personally, in my opinion, is the best offense in the game. Currently, just checked before this, I'm on a 62 game winning streak with it. But I know not everyone likes bunch, or they don't want to run meta. Like the meta formation. So I wanted to put something else for you guys that maybe like more of a spread out, a trip style offense. So this is going to be in the Minnesota offensive ebook, and the formation we're really going to focus on here is trips, tight end, Y slot. And the reason we really like this formation is these cheat wheels. In Madden, you guys will see this a lot. It's a really big, popular formation. Any sort of trips with cheat wheels. So and this also is really good trips overall. So I'm going to kind of give you guys a little mini scheme here. If you want to see some gameplay with it, I mean, I've ran this book before. I think it's very good. I just don't like it as much as I like Oregon State. But, so our audibles, I think, are going to be verticals. Great play. You can do inside zone or quick base. I would say they're both really good runs. I like inside zone more, but see what you like. Um, then we're going to want cheat clear out, or cheat flood divide, sorry, or like flood divide. PA counter go, if you're playing a man player, PA counter go is really good. I would normally do curl flat though. I'm a big curl flat fan. So these are probably my four audibles. So the first play we're going to talk about our zone beaters first. The most obvious one is going to be verticals, like I just mentioned. I mean, I think we all know how verticals, beats man, but let me go call, I don't know, cover three sky or something. Let's put the ball on a hash mark. And then, I mean, out of verticals, you can really, actually, this one's pretty great. You can run it stock. If you want to, I may do like a running back out to give a high-low read on the right, or a running back in if you think it's man coverage. But really, we're looking for this seam streak right up here to the seam. It's going to be wide open versus basically every zone coverage. And cover 2 can kind of guard it, but cover 3 and cover 4, there's just nothing here to guard the seam streak. And then if they user it, obviously this post will get open, and then we have a high-low read on the right, so we read this flat. Well, the flat goes up, so we probably should have running back here, take 4 or 5 yards. It's a great zone beater, real simple play, but it's really a great play. I really wouldn't call that versus man, so again, like I said, just zone. We have that. After that, for our next zone beater, the other play I want to talk about is curl flat. I covered this one in our Houston offensive ebook video I put out, but we're going to streak our tight end, and then we're going to drag our outside player. And what this is going to give us, it gives you a high-low read between the Texas and this post, but this post gets to a really soft spot. It's like a really deep crosser, so again, versus zone coverage, we're just going to streak the tight end and drag the backside player. Again, very similar to what I did in Houston. It's the exact same setup for this curl flat play, but curl flat's just a real power play. If, let's say, you're playing man coverage, all it would change would just be to drag the tight end. And then if you want to, you could streak triangle or drag triangle. That'd probably be the two things I would do versus man. So again, this would be their man beater. We're just going to drag it. We'll go back over all the man beaters. Just want to show you guys what was on curl flat. So other than curl flat for zone beaters, the last one we're going to call is our cheat wheel. It's a really, really great cheat wheel play. Cheat flood divide. You're going to want your trips on the wide side, obviously, for all these plays. And kind of what we're going to do here is, I really like a tight end post into a return route right here. I think this is a really, really great concept. And then with your running back, you can kind of, there's a few things you can do. I'm kind of a big fan of just the streak right here, because what this will do is when this wheel runs, so obviously you have a high-low read. We'll kind of walk through. So I'm going to let the play run in so I can walk you through in practice mode, or in instant replay. Okay. There's just a lot going on for you guys to learn the reads. I think this can be really helpful is to see it in instant replay. So the first thing that's going to happen is when the ball is snapped. Obviously, if this is zone coverage, let's watch our cheat wheel, right? So it's going to get, I will say this is, has a purple and there's no like flat to hold this zone down, so this will kind of get bagged. But if you're playing someone with hard flats or whatever, and this guy, this defender's in a hard flat, you can just throw it right between the flats and the deep zones. So it's a really good motion wheel, and it just kind of throws your opponent off. Okay, other than that, so the main concept of this play is going to be this post and this return. If we watch how it runs, right, we have a return route breaking in right here at a real soft spot on the defense. I mean, kind of like there's really no real good zones. And really, you're just reading this defender, whether it's a user or a vertical hook like a yellow. If he goes up to the tight end, we're going to throw our return route. And if he goes down to the return, we're going to throw the post. Right? So it's really, I mean, it's a really just easy high-low read. You just read this one defender right here. And then finally, let's say this guy, the user's this player. Well, if he runs with the post to take that away while this player breaks down to this return, you would be bagged, except now you have this running back streak that's wide open, which really fills the spot of where that tight end is vacated. So the order of your progression, let me just set the play. So you're going to post the tight end, return route your slot receiver, streak the running back. The reads that I like to make this in are going to be right at the snap, see if I can throw a circle, and then I go straight back to my high-low read. I really only look at the running back if I see the user breaking. It's more of like I'm going to put it there every play, and then if I notice it, I'll throw it the next play. But again, the thing's going to be quick snap the wheel if there's nothing out there, and then we look return to our post. I always look return first, then the post. Make people put hard flats on the field. Guard the return route first, and then the post. Just one more time, here's what this looks like. Conceptually, this would beat man coverage. I would not call it versus man, but returns and post both beat man coverage. But this is a really unique play. And yeah, it's going to be the last one kind of our zone beaters. Let me show you how this does beat man, though. Like I said, I run this a lot. All I would do is I'd get rid of the motion wheel on this and do a drag, and then I'd probably block the running back. If you want to also, like, if it's cover 2-man, leave it like this. If it's cover 0 or cover 1 where you don't need a streak on the trip side, put them on a comeback. And now we have 4 routes that all beat man at varying, gaps on the field. Because we have the snap, throw, drag, we got this, and then you have the comeback as well as a post that beats man coverage. So that's how I run that play versus man and zone. I showed you guys how I run curl flat versus man and zone. Really basic, just drag the tight end. But let me go on to our man beaters. These are some of my favorite plays here are going to be PA counter go, as well as China Y post. I'm going to start with PA counter go. Let me call them mid blitz. So first thing you need to do is block the running back and base protect to remove the play action. We do not ever want play action. Now, what I would do, you have a few options. I would say if it's cover 0, you should never have a streak on the field. I just don't think it's that great. I would put a post on our outside player. Right, it'll just beat man. It can be a one-play touchdown still, but it gets to a better spot than a streak does. Leave this triangle weird speed out. It's the reason we call this play. Then you can kind of freestyle with your inside receiver and your tight end. A lot of times, like double drags are shockingly good versus man. If you don't like that, you could do like slant drag, or you could do like a return. You can kind of just freestyle any man beating routes that you like to beat your opponent's adjustments if they're adjusting. If it's just stock man, I think I'll just go drag and try to get a bump. But what we're really looking at here is the speed out to triangle. He gets really open because he sells it more than a normal speed out. Right, so here's what the play would look like again. Be on a post that solo side. And so, I mean, if you see he kind of breaks in and then like speed boost out almost. It's a really good, and you don't even have to hot route it. It's truly a great speed out. And then let's say our opponent guards that. Well, this is why we have our post. As you can see, the post was wide open. Let me do that one more time and hopefully actually set up my pass protection. Just show you guys a solo side post. He's gonna obviously it's a wide open touchdown versus man coverage. So it attacks man in a lot of different ways, and that speed out's really really nice to use. Do not put a comeback on the field with that or run to the same place as the speed out. Our other man beater that I want to talk about is going to be China Y post. So the thing I really like about this sorry, I put the trips on the wrong side of the field. This tight end angle post just really kills man. As of this weird running back flat thing, and the reason this running back flat kills it is because most people user the guy manned up on the running back, right? So I'm going to get sacked because let me show you the route, right? You see how he kind of just like escapes out of the backfield here, where if that guy's usering him, most people won't won't be able to follow that very well, so it'll put a lot of stress on their user. If you're playing cover 0 and you don't want to just snap throw the ball, you can just block him. There's nothing wrong with that. From here, what I would do with the route combo, regardless of what we do, would be I really like that solo side outside post again. I think it's a pretty good man beater. If you wanted to, you could do a comeback. So you can kind of freestyle between a post and a comeback depending on what adjustments your opponent makes, because these other 2 routes really won't matter. Then I would do some form of a drag on circle. I think I really like dragging circle here. You could zig him, again, depending on what your opponent does. And then with triangle, you have 2 options. If you put your square player on a comeback, put him on a post. And if you put square on a post, put him on a speed out. Right, that way we're kind of alternating who's going in and out, but we're attacking the same depths of the field. So this is kind of my base setup where I do the post on the outside, speed out the inside with a drag on circle. Obviously, we just saw how that post wins. We know speed outs beat man coverage. We know drags beat man. But let's look at this tight end here. When he runs this angle post, he really just kind of gets a really good speed boost out of it. And I'll tell you, I've labbed this with a bunch of different teams. It really doesn't matter. The tight end like speed threshold is kind of irrelevant. They'll win no matter what. Let me show you another setup. Again, here's the comeback post setup. This will be our other setup. And then again, this tight end is just frying them. It's a really good man beater. I will tell you this too. It's really good user bait. What I mean by that is people will see this play and go, oh, I need to user this post, so watch out for that. But if they're usering the post, right, let's think about what else is open. Right now our post is going to be open to triangle, right? We know our comeback's going to be open too, so it really opens up the field once that user starts biting on that post. So those are going to be our man and zone beaters. I really think, like I said, I think it's a really good play, really unique play and formation. As far as running the ball, like I said, I like inside zone. Let me show you inside zone versus mid blitz. I mean, it's a decent run. Kind of depends on your blocks. It can be okay. It's not great. That's why I said base. One more time. Base may be a better play call, just because it has bigger play potential. Let me show you like base versus the same thing. I believe base is a little better, but those are kind of going to be our two inside zones, as well as if you're running the cheat a lot versus zone coverage, like let's say you're playing a big zone opponent, this will do really well versus that Texas 4-man stunt, because inside zones do pretty good versus the Texas 4-man, and you have the motion, so he's going to think, oh, it's the motion play, so he may even pass commit, and then we kind of get this inside zone right up the gut. So, mix in your base or inside zone depending on what you guys like more, but don't forget to use this cheat motion, like the motion wheel that we're used to, but with the inside zone, because you're going to get some pass commits, some weird user alignments, and it still kills that Texas 4-man, or it's just a normal good run in general. So definitely use those runs. But I hope you guys really enjoy this little mini scheme. Just want to bring you some quick content that's, maybe a playbook you guys haven't seen before. I think it's really good. I almost ran it a few times myself. I just really like Oregon State. Additionally, if you guys need a red zone play or kind of a cheesy play, obviously we know about RPO read Y flat, but it's here in Y off trips. If you call mid blitz again, I think we know how this runs, but the guy kind of just, it's a really good RPO. A lot of people have this, but just wanted to tell you guys it is in this playbook. So I hope you guys enjoy the content. Let me know what you guys think. Should be having some gameplay coming out soon, as well as some more content and gauntlet content coming out later this week. So I hope you guys enjoy.